Hi guys, so today I've whizzed over to Nicolas's place, and Nicolas is the man who created the Mosquito Velomobile. It turns out that he's only 3 miles away from his workshop is only 3 miles away from where I live. So here we are, I've just arrived. The weather's atrocious, but I'm going to go in and see what this workshop's like. I'm really excited about this, so cool. I'll take you with me. We're in the building. So you built this here?
Yes.
Wow, that's super cool.
And the shell will soon follow.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just a total custom work for a customer. Because the guy is kind of tall and
quite heavy.
a lot heavier than I am.
Yeah,
and
okay.
a lot more powerful than I am as
So
well.
it's got to be quite rigid.
Yeah, rigid. And,
yeah.
And it's almost done. You have to
Beautiful.
finish the handlebars.
So how long did this one take you to make from start to finish?
Yeah, this year I made 3 bikes, but only 1 trike.
Okay.
This one.
Oh, so you make 2-wheelers as well?
Yeah. I did.
I never knew.
Yeah. It's because it's all about word of mouth. Basically, because it's very new working with wood.
Yeah.
No, this is my previous one.
Mm-hmm.
Purely a craft.
Yeah.
It's not. It's nothing to do. It's not even semi-industrial. It's not at all. It's 100% handwork.
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
My dream is to develop. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper, a lot easier to build wood or bamboo.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper, a lot less high tech, meaning less.
Yeah.
Because everything is optimized. I mean, everything is calculated and everything.
Yeah.
But then when you want to assemble all those wooden parts, because it has to be very strong and very light. You imagine the amount of work there is just to build this little bracket, this little is not
just so many
commercial
hours
at all.
Yeah.
It's just is almost crazy. So a heavier version, but of course a lot.
So you've had to strengthen certain points on this one as well.
Yeah, something a kind of DIY version as well. I mean, people could maybe.
Yeah, because I remember reading a while back that you could buy this sort of segments of the bike and start building it at home yourself.
Yeah,
I think it was on the website.
I've sold a few kits parts here and there, but it's to develop a proper version that would be very cheap to do, because so far what I was doing is selling, for example, this part. So of course, because everything is machined in UK by myself.
Wow.
It can be very expensive, or those CNC parts.
Yeah.
It can be very expensive, so it's not very helpful for somebody on a limited budget.
Yeah, of course.
And, because I think one of the biggest obstacles to Velomobile is the crazy price.
It's the price that's really restrictive.
For example, with a bamboo shell.
That's awesome.
Okay, it's dismantled for obvious reason, but
storage. I
love to do that. I mean, to show you, it can be light, and you can try to do that on a carbon fiber.
It would be straight through. No way. Wow. So it's really strong and light at the same time.
So this kind of structure could be. You could still make a Velomobile. The frame would be maybe basic, but thanks to the lightweight shell and stronger.
Because I think it's too dark. That's better.
Maybe there is a way here to go
Yeah.
For a DIY velomobile. That's
rather
the weight.
Yeah.
under 25 kilo, because honestly 30 kilo velomobile, there is no point.
Yes, and I mean a lot of people use coroplast as in that plastic,
Yes.
but then you don't have the protection you would have with this, because this seems to be a lot stronger, and I don't think it's that much heavier.
No.
So
it's about
it's quite cool.
600 grams per square meter.
Mm-hmm.
I think coroplast is about, it might be about that.
Yeah, roughly the same, I would have thought. That's super cool.
So, yeah, it's full of development. So this is an interesting. There is a. This is the part that goes behind
the tail.
the tail with the head for my dog.
Oh, with the lid.
With the lid for my dog, so he can
it's
travel
super.
with me.
Oh, it's a shame we can't get that out.
Yeah, no.
It's quite
Because
different.
otherwise,
Everything else.
this is one of the.
Yeah.
It shows a bit of our first attempts with a shell, and it is one of those
Oh, like a support.
frame.
Yeah.
So it shows that, but it's
Wow,
It's
look
very
at the
light.
detail. It weighs nothing.
yeah, it weighs nothing, but it's a lot of work.
So how long would a piece like this take to make by hand?
About minimum 1 day.
Yeah.
But then when you kind of semi-industrialize it,
Yeah.
you do several ribs like that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you can do
Yeah.
for
So you can-
other velomobiles
in the future,
In the
yes.
future, yeah.
So you make as many as possible at the same time.
Exactly, and it might be 2 days to produce 10. Then.
Brilliant little workshop. When I was going
Yeah,
up the
yeah.
stairs, I thought, how does he get the bikes down? Yeah.
Maybe there is a bit of a sunshine, so maybe.
The sun has come out.
I haven't tested it yet.
Oh, this would be cool.
It's all fresh.
Wow, now look at that. Now that's something else. That's a work of art.
Let's have a.
Taking this new bike, it's a customer's bike. It's just almost finished. Nicolas has nearly completed it, and we're taking it down outside so I can have a sit in and see what I think.
Well, this one is kind of 13 kilo.
13.
13, yeah. Wow. But it's for 90 kilo. 90 kilo
Rider,
cyclist, yeah, rider. So mine is about 10 kilo.
Uh-huh. So you've strengthened it a little bit more.
It's not really the strength, it's more the stiffness.
Oh, okay.
yeah, normally there are hoops, hydraulics at the brake, at the rear as well.
Okay.
But I haven't fitted because it was wet and I don't want to make it too dirty.
Yeah, of course. And they put lots of salt on the road.
Yeah, exactly. That's why just this. Yeah, turning radius is about 5.50 meters, which is on the plus side. But it's a velomobile, and the main reason for it is because when you drive at above 50-60 km per hour, if it's too reactive,
you don't want it too twitchy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and it was developed mostly south of France in the Alps, and we've got lots of wind.
Okay.
And with the shell, the influence of the wind on the steering.
Yeah.
If we had a too narrow turning radius, yes, we would be. It would be more sensitive to side winds.
Okay.
So the steering axis is really made to balance the front and the aft surface of the shell to make it really balanced in the wind.
I see. So that's
really, you can really ride it with a 50 km per hour gust winds.
And it's very stable.
It's still stable.
Wow.
But the downside is you've got a larger. So this, of course, it can be adjusted, modified. I don't know. It's like it's the same as a track. This one is for the mountains.
Okay.
Because our customer lives in the center of France, well, very hilly, very steep.
Okay.
So it's got but it's a bit of an overkill in UK, for instance.
Yeah.
Totally overkill.
But say if he moved to a different place and he needed it narrower, would that be possible?
No, I want to move. It's not.
He's living in paradise.
The place is like a beautiful
stunning
house in a farm in the middle of the
forest.
He's got a water mill with a river. It's producing his own electricity.
It's phenomenal.
I mean, you don't move.
No, you don't, of course.
Of course, it's a place to park it. Being in London, I'm more interested into having a folding one. Because you've seen the place, everything is tight.
It's
and
compact.
Even a folding shell, properly folding shell, because no one can afford a garage here.
Is that a plan for you to?
Oh yeah, it's
okay. So it's a project for the future. And is that going to be like with the shell, the folder?
Yeah.
Ooh, I might be interested.
Yeah. Because I want.
Yeah.
It's always been my dream just to travel with it.
Yeah.
And to go back by train with a shell in a bag. But
on a plane or something.
Yeah. Like a folding kayak.
Okay. Yeah.
The folding kayak, you can paddle with your kayak everywhere, but you can bring your kayak with you because it's a folding one.
That's phenomenal.
So, it's the same technology, wood and canvas.
Yeah.
But,
so where do you source the canvas from?
Oh, I've got mostly. Before I was working with an aircraft supplier.
Okay.
But I found the canvas too brittle. Yeah. I mean, it's perfect for an aircraft because an aircraft is always sleeping in a garage, properly looked after. Like there are maniacs, but in London you can't go out with a light aircraft.
No, someone would just put their hands through it. Yeah, exactly.
It's not the hand; it's just it's more than a hand. People they try.
They can't help it. Yeah.
Is it really strong?
Straight through. Then they run off. Especially after they've had a few beers.
No, a dog jumping at you. You know, it's still strong, but it's not as strong. I'm now working more with a heavier sailcloth.
So it weighs a bit more, but a lot more durable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something you can repair as well easily on your.
It's brilliant.
Something like that.
And when do you think have you still got the sort of lattice work shell with the?
Yeah. So it will look more like the lattice.
That's my favourite one.
Yeah. But I found a clever way to make it more easy. Because this lattice work is just crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine it must take you like weeks.
It is crazy. A month. Month with an S.
Oh, months.
Yes.
Not those 4 weeks.
No, that's crazy.
Wow.
The computer work was on itself a month.
Okay.
Just to
design it and work out everything.
So now I've got more experience, etc. I've learned my mistakes.
Trial and error.
Yeah, exactly. So it takes vast amount of resources, of course.
so cool.
If you want to give it a try.
Yeah, I'll take a gentle roll down there. Okay.
So it's not the best, of course.
No,
it's supposed to ride, but
it's fine. I'll get a feel of it, and okay. First time. This is beautiful. Okay, I've got it. This is it. First go. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Wow. It's okay to roll back the gears. Wow. The steering is, when I first turned, I thought, oh, it's like the feeling is, I'm not used to it.
No, it's completely unusual. It's you will have to come back. We will go in a proper road, and it's fantastic when you are in a hilly and you lean into the curve.
That you become part of the machine.
Completely. So it is like you're trying a car in a parking. It's a bit stupid,
but you can feel even when you're moving. I'll ride it back down.
Yeah. You have to reverse it by hand.
I'm used to this bit in
yes, of course.
That should do. I love the way it turns. I can really get used to this. Amazing. Straighten up. Well, it's the first time for everything, guys. And, Here we are. Next time I come down, hopefully we'll have the shell on, and we'll go on the road.
Yeah, definitely.
What it performs like.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But especially with a direct drive, you've got absolutely no loss at all. You're really pedaling like it's like a race bicycle.
And you've got the front wheel drive there as well.
I've tried it on snow. I've tried it on very hilly, wet roads. So I've.
And the traction's okay going.
But not on snow. Not on snow.
Not on snow, of course. Yeah.
But who would ride on an icy road?
Yeah,
but it's even as a. It's the same. It's the same as a normal track. I mean, even sometimes better because you can lean if you are really above a 12% on a very muddy countryside road. You would lean on the front wheel, like you can bend over to put more weight on the front wheel.
You've got more grip.
Yes, so you could have more grip than a normal traditional track where you would skip the rear wheel. Very easily you can skid on the back with a.
And do you use aluminium here or steel? Or?
No, this is carbon fiber.
It's carbon.
Yeah, this is just tubes made when I wrapped carbon against around it.
And
there are wood dowels plus carbon fiber tubes.
So it's only 13 kilograms, this one, which is phenomenal. Wow, I really like it. It's really nice. I mean, it would be. I would love to get out on the open road next time.
Yeah.
At speed, I think it will turn easier.
Oh yeah. Because
the slower you go, it's like anything.
Exactly.
You know. But
the important stuff for us, the main thing behind this is because before living in near Le Vercors, which is near the Alps, you've got like basically a hill will last like 2 hours because you are riding for 2 hours just uphill.
And then you've got the lovely.
And then you've got the descent.
Beautiful.
But riding uphill is a pain in the ass with a traditional recumbent because you see the noise of the chain.
Yes. Yeah.
Before I had a roll-off, and on the small gears you can feel like you're pedaling. It's not like
really efficient.
If you swap with an upright bike, oh my gosh, it's like fun again.
Heaven. Yeah.
But this one, so we developed with this in mind, like keep it stupid simple.
Yeah.
No pulleys, no this, no gimmick. Just a normal drivetrain, and then all the rest will follow. All the rest is secondary. But of course, we had to make it stable at any speed.
So no like chain jockey wheels everywhere. What they call them, idlers.
Yeah, nothing like that. But the problem was to develop a kind of efficient steering system. But everything we've seen before, this is very. For instance, look, if this is a stiff frame. When for instance this wheel goes into a pothole, it doesn't make the bike turn, which is very important.
Yes. Yeah.
When the same with you can ride on a curve on a banked road. You wouldn't have to constantly correct the steering. So this is the main problem with Delta.
Delta.
The previous Delta rear steering technology. You know, you wouldn't, and you see plenty in the web. It's the biggest failure and problem. This one has solved this, and it was just a matter of using. We've invented nothing basically, because it's all light aircraft technology, like the flight control. On an aircraft is exactly like that.
Okay.
No play.
Yeah. Wow.
You wouldn't notice that it's cable steering, but it's exactly like flight controls.
So the cables here. Oh wow, beautiful. I love this as well.
Every detail is important to make it work.
Okay, so nothing is there just for aesthetics. It's all functional.
Exactly, because even the cable, they are very good quality. They are made of 16 filament of steel.
Wow, it's amazing.
Because you don't want this to break, basically.
You can always abandon ship if it does.
They're not coming from B&Q because there is no
or Halfords.
Control. No. They come for a proper aircraft supplier. Wow. So everything is like that for the wood. Everything is selected to make sure it can last like forever, basically.
For as long
an oak frame house would last 4 centuries if it's properly cared. This one normally
and what I like is that you don't need a seat pad like on a recumbent or a Ventisit. This is like so comfortable.
You know. But I've done very long distance. I still use a pad for the bum. Because on a very long distance it's a bit stiff.
And then
it feels stiff at the end because it's not. So I've tried. Mine now is even because the guy is heavier than I am, but I use a wider mesh. And a softer mesh as well.
Okay. And is the guy? Will the guy have a body on it, or will he have it?
He's ordering the body for next year. Because it's a big. It's a big. I wouldn't be able to afford my own bike.
So. The bike as it is now, roughly how much would that be?
This one, but it's with the Hope hydraulics and like it is, it's 6,000 euros. Yes, euros.
Well, that's not bad actually. I thought you was going to say a lot more for the time and the work.
It's a bit obscene when you think it's the price of a car, or, you know.
Yeah, but look how much fun you'll have with this compared to a car.
Hopefully,
and then the shell on top is another.
With the shell it will come like 10,000 euros.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
4,000 for the shell.
Because
he really wants the bamboo, the rugged version. Because in the countryside.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect.
You're not. It's not like London if you park it in Hackney Wick and they'll be big.
The bamboo is amazing. I used to. Sleeping in the wild, like when you do long distance, you don't. And sometimes you want to be a bit away from the main road, or you just grab the stuff and you go through the bush, something you would never do with a carbon fiber. That's what is my main motivation for more rugged, less expensive is because I would drive in London with it. Because this one, I mean, everything is expensive on this one. There was too much work. I wouldn't leave it for 5 minutes
no,
just
no,
to
no.
go shopping
No,
and come back.
no way.
So with something a bit more
rugged and disposable.
Yeah, disposable. Even the wheels.
It's like the WoW. The WoW is indestructible. I mean, when I lived in Camden, people used to get drunk, and I lived right by the tube station. So about 4 years ago, so I used to lock it up outside our house and put a camouflage by the tube station, and then sometimes these drunken guys would just run over the top of it, and I'd hear in my bed, dum, 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 I think there's someone running over the WoW, and then I'd go out and there was a little split on the top of the bonnet at the side, but that was it. And in the morning, there's the covers off, and there's like Kentucky Fried Chicken bones inside. These guys are like, oh, dustbin. Hello?
No, but it's crazy. I wouldn't do that. But with the next one, something like a very, even the wheels, maybe only the wheels would be good, but everything made around recycled materials.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Even maybe like the aluminium stuff. Or
everything.
Rivets.
I was an engineer and I was working in the composite industry.
Okay.
Mostly for the ski. And in the ski industry, they are very keen on wood. They love wood. But us, as engineers, we are always being told, the latest materials are always the best.
Yeah.
You know, you think
space
you're being
age
grown, it's always the best. What's come now is always better. And I would never understand why those crazy guys were still using wood.
But
using carbon fiber, glass fiber, Kevlar, all the space age, graphene today, but they still keep wood. And the best skis are made of wood.
Okay.
And I did my research, and I was really fascinated by the properties, etc. And then I worked in the aircraft industry, and of course, wood was the first choice material before the aluminium, before aluminium was being developed. So I had a need for a velomobile at the time, but because I'm kind of wanted to experiment with my ideas, started, let's do it in wood, like a light aircraft.
Wow.
And I thought it would be super easy, but it took me like 10 years basically to get to this point.
Oh, you want the squirrel?
You want the squirrel.
Go!
It's a handicap, because when I do a cycle tour is always with me, so I'm always 6 kilos heavier than anybody else.
But he's,
just because
but he's worth it.
He's really a good character, and it's so much fun to ride with him, because he really enjoys the landscape
and the wind
and you have something to share.
Yeah, exactly.
Not on your own.
It's nice.
But he's 6 kilos, so that's why I'm super maniac about the weight.
Yeah.
Because if the velomobile is already 20 kilo, 18 plus 6.
Yeah. If
plus
it's
my food.
Yeah, and camping and the kitchen.
Oh no, it's not working.
Yeah.
So mine, for instance, is 16 kilo. With this shell, is 16 kilo.
Brilliant.
Total.
Okay, that's so light.
But it's still too heavy for me. It's still too heavy, because with plus 6 plus my luggage.
You're on 30.
I'm on 30. on 30 is no fun for on countryside roads. It's no fun.
Climbing.
Of course, on big superb asphalt. You know, those hilly.
Yes,
blah, blah,
yes,
blah.
that's sweeping.
Okay, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But most of the time.
Yes, it's uphill. It's horrible.
Yeah. Or if you want to escape traffic, then you swap those nice roads for the
bumpy.
Bumpy, and you will notice there is always a red light at the end of the
downhill. And the brakes are getting nice and hot. Yeah.
So that's why wood and the light aircraft inspiration. I've got so many. One of the most exciting part was to do this kind of archaeology work.
Cool.
How they used to do it. So every museum, I'm kind of a rat.
See, that's
in
cool.
a museum.
That's brilliant.
I go in every museum to see how it's made. And everything is stolen from them, basically.
And how long have you been producing the bikes out of wood now? How long have you been building them?
But I started in the first prototype, that was in 2008, I think. 2008.
Okay, so just under 10 years, just under.
Yeah.
And how long does it take from when a customer orders?
It would be Yeah.
From
3-4 months.
Oh, not too bad. I thought it was going to be, 8 months.
One guy, without the shell. With the shell, you add another month.
So say 5 months with the shell and 4 without.
Yeah.
That's really quite a good turnaround.
Yeah, and for a craftsman, it's perfect.
Yeah.
For me,
it's perfect.
I don't need maybe I don't know. I'm in a kind of crossroads. If there is really a demand.
Yeah.
It's not a viable business in a way to produce one by one.
Yeah, of course.
It would be more sensible to make 3 by 3, 5 by 5, a kind of semi-artisanal. But then it's another work. It's another step. It will take another few years to get to this level.
You've got to either train someone else to help you make.
Yeah, exactly, and to have help, or definitively.
It might be even good to have an apprentice, someone young who could learn and really passionate about it.
Yeah. Because it's only about the care you put in the work. It's not very specialized. It's not something. It's not rocket science. It's just to be. It's like
just has to be made with passion.
Yeah. Nice care.
Yeah, and. Is there a height restriction, or is it built to your size, made to measure?
Yeah.
So you have to give all your dimensions, and then you'll make the bike.
Yeah.
And gearing options and braking options, I'm assuming are the same as anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but now for this one, if you are 120 kilogram, if your weight is this, your requirements are not about lightweight vehicle. It's different than. A 55 kilo
super lightweight feather
with tiny legs.
Yes,
totally, it's two different worlds really. So this one, for instance, is really you can see here it's very narrow.
Yeah.
So it's a custom hub that I do. So to be very narrow, to have the legs go really around this without taking without
rubbing.
Rubbing anything. So this is one of the requirements that I can't have a hub gear, for instance, anymore. But if somebody has got wider legs,
it can be adjusted. So the weight of the finished machine, we reckon, is around. It can be anything from 10 to 13 kilograms, depending on what you just said.
Yeah,
the rider and how heavy they are.
Yeah. The goal really is to.
When you have the bamboo fairing or the lattice work fairing on top of the trike, what's the weather protection like? Do you get any rain or water coming in anywhere? I wondered that with the canvas.
No, the rain comes mostly if this is properly cared. There is no rain,
no water coming up.
No water coming. But the same with the neck. The wider it is, the more rain you have.
Like the Quest, I have more water coming in than the Wow.
Now I'm considering really making the next shell. I want to make it really the full weather protection because it's more aerodynamic. And for the bad weather, there is nothing better.
It's perfect. So do you have a floor in the shell as well to carry things?
It's completely enclosed, and on the back, the good point is because you don't have any rear wheel.
Of course.
I've got on this one, which is rather small. I've got 55 liters.
55 liters of cargo capacity.
Yeah, but on the next one, I want to.
That's really good.
I drawn already a longer end to be more aerodynamic because the end is very important. So it's longer. And it's closed very progressively, so I will have like 70 liters.
It's like my Quest easily. Is about the same.
Plus with
the lid,
and the turtleneck. They enclose the.
Like a rollover.
Then you increase as well the. So it's more the weight because if you put 70 kilo at the back,
that's
it's not
the
working.
thing.
But
wow, that's brilliant. And how did you become interested in velomobiles? Did you own one before?
No. That was in the year 2000 something. Because I wanted to be car free. So I had to purchase back a car lately, but it was just car free. but now it's not as practical as a car, unfortunately, especially for heavy loads. So now, because I am in this business, I have to carry materials very heavy or machinery or metals. I need to have a car.
Yeah, of course.
So it's still goal not reached.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Maybe you can make a trailer type thing.
A trailer, a bigger trailer. I've got a trailer. But my first woodwork, that was this trailer. 15 years ago. This something that for instance I did my moving my workshop only with this trailer. So okay, many back and forth.
Trips.
So, you see, a BMX wheel, so something you can park in the street,
and
in Peckham, it's perfect.
Yeah, and you don't
even
have to...
with that, you would have people trying to see if it. So it's very old now. So concerning the durability, that is an English weather, so it's still
and still in one piece.
No, it's one piece. It's
I like the stripes as well, the high visibility striping.
Yeah,
super cool.
So it was my first. So it's a bit of an overkill. Exactly like a light aircraft beam with those aluminium reinforcements where you have heavy load, concentrated load. You would never transfer the heavy load directly to the wood. You would use to spread the stress. You would use aluminium brackets. So
super cool. How would you attach lights to the front of the fairing? Have you ridden at night? What sort of lighting did you use? There is just a hole at the front.
The front, and I put that
like a Bush and Muller.
Yeah, exactly that one. Because I've got the rear.
Oh, you've got the dynamo. Okay, and what do you treat the wood with so that it withstands water and the elements?
But now you've got all the marine products.
Okay, of course, like
varnish. So it's water, but the worst is the UV. It's not water.
It's the sun. Okay.
So.
Do you ever get warping or anything if it's super hot?
No, it can't happen because it's warping happens to IKEA furniture.
Yes, of course.
This kind of wood, for instance, you see the grain of wood is been growing so slowly. Every ring is a year of growth.
Oh, okay.
So compared to you see this one has got like 5, maybe it grows less than a 0.2 millimeter per year. So this wood is already very, very stable, and you have to make sure. Okay, it's just a way to arrange the wood to balance the way the
grain.
The grain is to balance it properly. That with the humidity, it won't warp your piece. But on top of that, it's dried. Because the drier it is, the stronger it is. So it's dry about 8%, 10% humidity.
Okay.
And then with the epoxy, it seals the resin seals the wood. So the outside of the wood is sealed, and inside it's 8% humidity. So it doesn't change in its life. If you keep the epoxy on it, it won't be damaged. Even if you've got an accident, you could ride maybe for a few months with a big dent in the wood,
and
but it wouldn't rotten that quick.
Yeah.
It wouldn't damage that quick. But at some point, you would need to do something.
Yes, you couldn't just leave it.
Otherwise, you damage it
forever.
It's like a boat. They can last centuries.
Yeah.
In the future, we have to do more with less. And even the carbon fiber, this is all those beads. Even stuff made with carbon fiber, I will still use them. And for instance, the carbon fiber, I use them as sheet material. So it's like wood. It never goes to the bin. I've got a zero waste in composites, because coming from the composite industry, I've seen the bins. I've seen it's colossal,
And where does it go?
But it's burnt. It goes to cemeteries. There is nothing you can do with it. Absolutely nothing. So, for instance, a big. It's not a big. Everything has to be put in perspective. But imagine, what would you do with a composite quest fairing in 30 years' time? That's a problem.
That is a problem.
We don't know.
You're right.
A recumbent, a Laura cell.
Oh, cool.
All made with a.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I've got the front as well.
Yeah. Wow.
Completely, it was this shape basically. It was like that.
Uh-huh.
The same with a direct front drive.
And what size wheels did you have on this one?
Oh, that was 20 inch. 20 inch.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's more structural, but very heavy, very heavy.
And it's aluminium.
Yeah, but all recycled from all those bits. They were taken from previous projects or previous tooling, furniture, even furniture. So it's just thousands of rivets everywhere, just to recycle those parts to make a bike.
It's super cool,
but very, very heavy at the end.
Yeah,
I drove a bit in London with it. Huh?
Yeah, it's like an indestructible tank.
Oh yeah. Look. It's difficult to. Wow, you see the.
Yeah, the shape is and then there's another piece of it.
The airship, yeah. Oh, but no, this is
something else.
Yeah, this was a lamp.
Wow. Could have it on the back like a sun lamp.
Yeah, exactly.
Top up your tan while you're lying down, you know. Yeah.
It gives you.
So that's the Mosquito. Well, it's still the Mosquito, isn't it? The Mosquito trike and fairing, which I'm going to come back and see the lattice work fairing with the canvas on. And just like to say thanks to Nicolas for hosting me. Thank you, and great to see all the work you do, and a talented man for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good. So yeah, check it out and enjoy.